Hey, what's up? It's Rashad, Antonio, Calrissian Kids. Star Wars Acolyte episode number three. The title of this episode, Destiny. All
Hmm.
spoilers. We got to talk about a thing to talk about a thing. And in normal fashion, I'm probably sure Tony just saw this like 30 minutes ago.
Yes,
So
I did.
we're gonna be a little more organized today.
Mhm.
I want to talk about this the overall episode, just some of the story beats, and we're going to get into three main things we want to talk about, and then we'll get into that when it's time. But all right, quick overview of the episode. We got a flashback episode, which I'm glad they did. You know what I'm saying? I was very surprised they did because usually, like
Yeah.
the common thing now is that we're just going to interweave flashbacks into the story narrative,
Mhm.
similar to how they did with Ahsoka.
Yes.
Well, we got a whole episode of look, this is what happened. This
Hmm.
is who these people are, and
Hmm.
now we're moving forward. Y'all got the information.
Hmm.
So we're on this planet. The name of this planet escapes me right now. I'll find it in a second.
Brenda.
Yeah, Brindok.
Hmm.
And this planet has it's like a normal, looks like Earth.
Yeah.
Just normal vegetation and stuff. And we see the twins playing out in the wilderness and in the forest. And like we got Mae and we have Osha, and
Hmm.
we see just how, even though they are identical twins, how different they are as kids. I just want to say Mae has always been about that action.
Hmm.
And Osha was like, I want to get out of here.
Now.
Yes,
Now.
today. And that's like
Mhm.
the and that's the ongoing thread of of this entire episode, and just the whole I don't have a twin, so I guess there is some validity of wanting to be different from the person who was essentially just like you, especially if you're like identical twins. And we see whole coven. Oh yeah, the I forgot the lady's name, but their other mom, the actual birth mother, come to find out,
Yeah,
she
Dathomir.
yeah, the
Zabarak.
Zabrak. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Zabrak, I forgot her name. We'll figure it out. Again,
Uh-huh.
we not good with the names. Y'all know who we talking about. So
Yeah.
the Zabrak comes and said, look, man, y'all need to get back behind behind the the walls or whatever, because they got like a
Hmm.
fortress and it's not safe out here, this that and the third. Obviously they know something that the kids don't know.
Hmm.
And who do we see creeping behind a tree like daggone like the Spice Adams meme?
Uh,
I
are
see some
those fresh young children that have the force?
I see some fresh younglings with the force over here. Aha. Yeah,
Oh,
so
said I master soul.
we see Soul, you know what I'm saying, and like creeping in the shadows like the Wu-Tang.
Hmm.
And it's like it just sets off a tone for them for the entire episode.
Hmm.
And I'm like, man, it's pretty it's pretty creepy.
You think, Rashad?
Pretty creepy. So
Hmm.
so they go back and we see the queen mother witch,
Yeah.
and she's like, basically being like a regular mom, like, look, man, like I ain't really trying to be punishing these kids. They just being kids.
Yeah.
And other moms like, nah, you need some discipline, you need to beat these kids, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because they need to know. And she's like, hey, let's just chill. And they're having this event for them, the ascension, the ceremony for them to
Hmm.
become actual part of the coven, because it's a whole group of all female all the time. And we see that they are kind of different from everybody else. We see that from the jump. You know what I'm
Also,
saying?
to no other children.
Only kids.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
They are
saying?
the only Mae and Osha, the only kids there.
Yeah, they the only kids that are all female coven of witches, and it's like, where
Hmm.
y'all come from? So so we see that the like the two like the like Mother
Yeah.
Essentia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anicia or something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
Mother Nisi is like, did you see anybody out in the woods? The Jedi's out there somewhere. And
Hmm.
she was like, no, I ain't seen nobody. And that means she weak. She ain't got no force because she
And
felt them.
their birth mother is, is just Mother Coral. Mother
Yeah.
Coral. Yeah.
Yeah, Coral. Come on, Coral. No, anyway. So so they have this like issue with how we, honest issue with child rearing. Like how we gonna figure out how to raise these kids. And she's like, man, don't worry. We got Ascension tonight. And she's going over and talking to them, say, look, after this, y'all get all the sweets y'all want. It's gonna be all good. Y'all gonna be part of the team for real, at y'all ceremony. A very black thing, and I'm pretty sure the girl one of the people who wrote this episode, Jasmine Flournoy, I'm pretty sure she's black. She spells her first name with a Y, but another very black thing they did in this episode, they was getting their hair done by two black ladies palm rolling their locks. And I appreciated that. So I said, this is a very nice touch showing, how much we care about hair and the whole, and just a little sprinkle. It ain't got to be full black, but it was black enough for me. And now we get to see just how they really differ. Even going back to when they was in the forest. Like Osha was playing with the little space butterfly. And Mae was about to just straight kill that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like
she was like and smiling when she was doing that.
Yeah, too. And that was her whole face the whole time.
Yeah.
And she was so and like you could tell somebody who was like a devotee of a thing, like a zealot or a zealot, how you want to say it. And that was her. Like she was about being a witch. And Osha was like, man, I don't really want to do this. But they had that whole twin powers activate, what I'm saying, moment with them. And they was really trying to, but Osha was like, look, we may look the same, but we not the same. And I want to go do other stuff. I want to venture out. I want to see the galaxy. And Mae is like, what's going on right here is what it is. Like, I don't think you understand. We got it really good. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, Osha was even like, we're the only children here. Like, Osha is peeping game already. Like, something ain't really right here. Like, we're the only children here, and this is that. And she's like, yo, I'm trying to go out. And Mae's like, girl, we got it good here. So what we doing? It was giving. You know what it was giving, Rashad? The slave that don't want to leave the plantation.
Yeah. It was
Master, feed us. We good right here, boss. What you trying to go here? We good here.
Samuel Jackson from Django. You know
right, yeah.
Yeah. Or either just like straight up like Stockholm syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Stockholm syndrome.
But again, like the line that we're gonna get to a little bit later, that Mother Chorus was like, twins aren't normal people, which was very like, but we'll get back to that. So we get to they had this conversation, a very critical conversation. And this is part of the episode that I really appreciate them doing, is further expanding the lore of Star Wars. And that is how they call the Force the thread. And it's still the same. Conceptually, it's the same. Because she even says it's the unlike the Force, you don't wield the thread. You pull the thread, and it still binds us together. So conceptually, it's the same thing. It's just how we interpret it. You know what I'm saying?
And she even said it. Others may call it the Force, but we refer to it as the thread.
It's a Jedi wield the Force. We don't wield the Force. We just pull at it. You know what I'm saying? Which is a, how can I say this? It feels like a more like feminine approach to it, and not like we're not trying to like use it for like our will and like our power, and not try to be aggressive with it. We just really trying to to interact with it.
You know what it's like, Rashad? It's like older people say when it comes to the head of a household, of a man and a wife, it's like, what I'm saying, like the man is the head of the household, but the woman can turn that head any way that she wanted. And it's kind of like the Jedi, like I said, is the Force, so they have the Force, and her as the, her and the witches are the thread. They just bend it to what they want it to be.
Yeah, and even the Wishes of Dathomir also talk about like the threads of destiny and all that too,
Mm-hmm.
like during
Mm-hmm.
that. So there probably is some sort of tangential ties there. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that conceptually, and you can even see how she forms a thread, and it
Mm-hmm.
has like a faint outline of an actual visible thread.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool too. And get to them talking in the room, Osha and Mae. Osha's like, man, I really don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like,
Yeah.
oh, we gonna do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's like, girl, what you talking about? This is what we is here to do. We are here to become witches. And like the mother had even asked, she was like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, are you ready? She was like, yes, I am so ready. But this is that. And she's like, what about you, Osho? She's like,
About that.
about about that. You know, really? You know, is that really it? You know, so then what happened, Rashad? We get to the night of the
Ceremony.
big ceremony or
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yep.
you see, you know, mother, niece, and all the which other, you know, and they kept and they chanted, you know, one, the power of one, the
Power one,
power of
power two,
two, the power of all of
many.
many, yeah,
Yeah.
power of many. And they kept chanting that over and over again. And then they was like, all right, bring the girls on up. And then, you know, they sitting there and them walking up was completely different too. It was like Mae was like walking up like she going to the promised land.
Tony, you know what it reminded me of?
Osha was straight up like walking the green mile, walking the green mile.
Tony, you know what it reminded me of?
What's that?
It reminded me of somebody coming up for altar call. Like, you ready to get saved? They be like, yes. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
ready to go. Like,
Mm,
like my
yeah.
mama told me to come out here. I've been
Yeah. My
bad.
mama, yeah. My mama said I need to come up here because I've been, you know, I ain't been acting right. You know.
Like people who like baptize like 7 to 8 year olds, like they don't really know what's going on, but like you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, just because you're being
Right.
told to do something, you do it. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it felt like, very ritualistic. And
Yeah.
Mae, boom, you know what I'm saying? She got her
Got a little swirly.
you know what I'm
Her,
saying, her little
mm-hmm.
swirl thread on her forehead, and they about and, and they was like, yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, you know about Osha?
Yeah, Osha was like,
Osha.
yeah.
It's like, are you ready to? Because what she said, are you ready to take the lead if I die and lead? I was like, wait, dang, that's a lot down pressure on these little kids. Mae was like, yes, I am. Gave her the little, you know, did the little mark. They did the little thing, gave her the mark. Got the Osha. Osha. She was like, huh? She's like, damn, it's my turn already. Yo, she was like, damn, it's my turn already. And she was like, Osha, do you? Are you ready to do? She was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And she was about to start the ceremony, and then interruption comes.
Yeah, he's daggone
One of the
full
witches,
Jedi pull up,
which is she said, but she said they're here, and then she was like,
hide the children.
because they knew the Jedi was there. Remember earlier, because it was like, have you any more signs of Jedi? It was like, oh yeah, they off. You know what I'm saying? We see their camp. They're a little ways
Yeah,
away.
like
You know
they
what I'm
knew they
saying?
was there and they knew
Mm-hmm.
why they was there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we've heard rumors of you all practicing the forces. I'm like, it was like fam. And then the funny part was she was like, we didn't even really know that y'all was out here for real.
Yeah,
And she was like,
we thought this planet was uninhabited. What, you know? And she was
she was
like,
like,
please,
man, shut your
please,
lying ass
shut
up.
your lying, shut your lying ass up, Trinity. I ain't trying to hear.
Oh
I
yeah,
ain't
yeah, yeah. We
trying to hear
already
that.
know about you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And
So
the thing is, that's funny is, so you know the coven of witches, they form almost like a flank or whatever, where they have the girls like hid in between them, and they're standing there like in a formation. And you got Mae DeVoe. Shh, don't move. She said, be quiet, don't move. And then you got Osha. The hell going on up here?
did I hit? Did I hear Jedi?
She's like, Jedi. And then she was like, girl, and she told her sister, girl, look at their robes. Look what they robes, look what they got on and stuff like that.
Like they
And
fancy.
then
They fancy. Look
they
at that.
fancy. And then you got the Wookiee Jedi. He kind of sensed them and saw them. And then they told her like, they're like, kids. And ain't no kids here. What you talking about? They're like, what you talking about? And then they finally sensed them, and she was just like, hey, you don't gotta be afraid. Come on up. Blah 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 blah. And so Osha was like, yeah, move. Yeah, she went up there quick. And she
I'm
said,
here,
hey,
y'all.
she says, I'm here. And then she was like, oh, hey, how you doing? Whatever. And then she was like, it's another one. She was like, hey, yeah, you. She said, yeah, tell her she can come on up here too. Yeah, tell her she can come on up here too or whatever. And then when she came up there, Soul was like, yo, she ain't had that mark on her head earlier. And then they got picked. Were you spying on us? Like, hey, yo, relax, lady. Like, what did y'all do to this? You know what I'm saying? What y'all do to this kid type
And then
thing?
was still like, look, we know y'all talking about y'all ain't know nobody was here. Y'all was saying
Mm-hmm.
spawn us the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And they got really hot, yo. And the thing that was smart, because mother Anisi, is her
Uh-huh.
name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I get it right. I'm sorry. She was like, look, okay, I need you guys to calm down. But also, if you want your boy to be good over there in the corner that I got on this, I got a hold of his mind. You want his mind to be right again?
Yeah.
Then you need to calm down. You know what I'm
She did
saying?
some type of witch thing to good old King Westeros Tommen, Jedi King Tommen Baratheon, really Lannister, because he started tweaking, his eyes rolled in the back of his, because he was still a Padawan there, and he
Yeah.
was just sitting there like, and she was like, hey, y'all, hey, relax or whatever. She was like, yo, y'all get out of here, or you know what I'm saying, or he gonna be right. And then so whipped out that lightsaber, and she was like, whoa, space Star Wars Trinity was like, hey, yo, chill. He was like, it's all good. And he handed the lightsaber over to Osha. Osha was like, ooh, what's
So,
this?
why y'all get these?
How you get this? What's this? He was like, hey, baby, it's okay, little girl, we just want to take you. And you could also be a Jedi. We just want to run some tests and just see whether or not you could join us if you would like to do that. And she was like, in her mind, she was like, hell yeah, get me off this damn planet. But it's like once again, as a child, she turned around, looked at her parent for that permission. She turned around and looked, and then the lady looked at him and was like, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna let y'all take her. We'll bring them to you. We'll bring her to you tomorrow so she can get the test.
Yeah.
My soul said, nah, we want both of them to take it. He said, yeah, that's cute. We want both of them to take the test. It ain't just gonna be her. And then that's when Mother Corley or whatever was like, oh hell no. But they was ready to get it in. And they was like, oh, cool, we'll let that happen. We'll send the envoy to send you and whatever. But y'all got to get out of here. So they let them leave. And then she was like, hey, Mother Anissa was like, yo, let's get the council. Send the council together and we're gonna talk. We'll talk about this. And the other Mother Corley, she said, hey, y'all get y'all asses to bed, whatever. And so they started having a conversation about, the I guess the leaders of the coven. And they were just talking and stuff. And listen, the other witches was like, hey, look, we do not want any smoke with the Jedi. Like, hey, let's just let them do the testing or whatever. And Mother Core was like, hell no, ain't nobody gonna miss no 4 Jedi. And they was like, girl, are you?
Yeah, she was really trying to kill something, y'all.
Yeah, she was trying to kill. So she was like, girl, ain't nobody gonna miss these 4 Jedi. F these mofos. And then the other was like, hey, yo, chill. Like, no, we don't need this. We don't need this type of heat or whatever. And then like Mother Niece was like, all right, fine. We'll let them do the tests. I mean, what could have hurt? And that's when Mother Corley was like, hey, yo, I know you're in charge of this coven, but I'm the one that carried them. And what if they find out how you created them? I said,
Yeah.
huh? I said, I
Yeah.
beg your pardon. How you created them?
Because
I said,
remember when Space Trinity was like, where's their father? She's like, man, ain't got no dad. Get on my
yeah,
face.
ain't got no
So
pappy.
so that's like I was like, ooh, got some little force babies over there. So next day, oh yeah, don't forget the like the old elder mother was like,
Mm-hmm.
man, this southern bastard's a lie. And
Mm-hmm.
so to
Yeah.
go the next day, Mae says, look, you heard what mom said, yo, whatever's in your heart, say the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, yeah, Osha got on my nerves so bad. But like I
Yeah.
knew this was a story that I was leading to. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because I also have an 8, 9-year-old who I could see doing the same thing. And it really triggered me. I was like, why is this little girl making me so mad? So, oh yeah, because I have a child. I can see them doing this. Being because we teach kids to be honest, but like,
uh,
when it's life and death, like, yo, I need you to do this thing, but it
yeah.
goes against everything that they were taught. So yeah, good
You know, it
story
was
time.
given to. It was given like when we were kids in our age when they used to have like the restaurants or kids under 12 eat for free. You know, so kids under 10 eat for free. We 11 years old and stuff, and you like, if they ask you how old you are, how old? I'm 11. How old are you? I'm 7. Exactly. That's exactly. You just a big 7-year-old or whatever. That's what
Yeah,
it was. That's what it
yeah.
was. You know, saying what it was given. Go ahead,
Definitely.
Rashad.
So they go to the ship, and May goes first. May comes out like, yeah, got y'all. And then Osha goes in. They give it a midichlorian test.
Hold on, but remember what she did first?
What's that?
When May was taking the test, she saw the Wookiee Jedi working like on a speeder,
Yeah.
something like that, and she looked over and was like, "Oh, what's that?" She walked over there, and she was like talking to the Wookiee, "Hey, like, what's this right here?" And everything, and then he was, and it was like, "Hey, May." I was like, Jedi Chewbacca. this, she does not understand a word you just said. I know she don't. I know they did not teach her Wookiee speaking Wookiee.
Yo, like Kaladaka, calm down, yo.
Kaladaka, calm down. And so they was like, hey, go. They said, hey, it's time to take your test. And May comes up, like you said, with that little smirk, and she looked at her like, girl, you know what to do. You know what mama said, do. Go ahead, Rashad.
Get on the ship, give it a midichlorian count, you know what I'm saying? Take the test. And since she doesn't know, like she's not conniving, like she's not slick at all. Like there's no, it's very black and white with her. So she's taking a test. She lies the first time, lies the second time, and then Soul, like the thing that I don't like about Soul right now is he is the epitome of a predator.
Yeah,
The epitome of a predator.
he is given.
I'm being real nice. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to lure you in. Even like the second time when she lied, and he was like, "Oh, that's correct." She was like, "Oh, it wasn't."
He was like,
Is somebody telling you to lie?
mm-hmm.
It's okay. If you
He
really want to
pulls
be
her over.
if
Come
you
on.
want to be a Jedi, then you have to have the courage to tell your mother that you really want to be a Jedi and come with us. I'm like, man, like that's it's crazy. Like even when I did like a little non-spoiler pictures, I
Mm-hmm.
had somebody from CPS, because that's really what they was. I had a white van, because that's what the ship represents. Also, I had the little girl burning me, you know what I'm saying, like the house in the background and the
Mm-hmm.
white girl in the front. And I also had like a set of twins. No. I had the twin oh, so Kermit and Dark Kermit with the hood.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Represent them.
yeah.
So like that's like it's crazy because she really wanted like a sense of like of independency.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing her mom tried to tell her before was like, look, this may be what you want now, but but in the future, you may not even want this anymore. And we see that's what happened. She
Mm-hmm.
went there, she went to the Jedi. She probably trained until like she was like 18, 20. And she
Mm-hmm.
was done. She's like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to do this no more. So like what her mother said was actually very prophetic in regards to her life.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing too. Get back to the fortress or whatever. And she tells her mom, like, look, yo, like I really want to be a Jedi. And mom like is accepts it because like, look, yo, I gotta lose a child, but
Mm-hmm.
I still have to be maintain the entire coven because like
Mm-hmm.
as you already know, like they moved to that place. So they
Yeah,
was
they said
somewhere else.
they said that they was banished or something from
Yeah, yeah.
where they
They
were
because
at.
don't nobody really want them around. So they had to
Yeah.
find this far off random planet that hopefully
Mm-hmm.
nobody's gonna be on that the Jedi just show up
Just
to.
so happen.
You know what I'm saying?
And then too, the thing with Osha too, she want, like you said, her independence, because she finally came out and told her mother, after they did the testing and everything. Like, it's funny, after the test and everything, Mae already knew. She just looked at her and was just like, this bitch, right? She was so pissed off at her.
Yeah.
And then she couldn't wait to get back. She didn't go through with the plan. She was like, hey, what she say? Like, yo, I couldn't lie. She said, girl, you lied to me.
I was like,
she said, you lied to me. I said, oh, damn.
Yeah,
and then, like, they started fighting. Like, Mae was trying to really, like, fight her sister like that, and so they separate them. And she says, look here, Mom, I don't want to be up. I want my own personality. I don't want to be up under Mae. Like, I'm not her. And like that. And she realized that's what it was. And she was just like, well, girl, if this is what you want to do, so be it. I can't stop you, bro. We're going to reconvene. So I'm going to reconvene with some people. We're going to discuss how we're going to, do this.
Yeah. And here's a crazy part too. Like, so everything's kind of chill. It's nighttime. Mae and Osha are talking. Osha's like, look, yo, I'm out. And she was like, no, you're not. I said, no, for real, I'm out. She was like, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
She was like,
she said, how you gonna stop me? I'm going to kill you.
She was like, what? So she backs her out, closes her in the room, locks the door, lights a book on fire, and then says, ha, you dead. Yeah. Oh, quick point. So earlier in the episode, when everybody's like convening and she's teaching them about the thread and the force and all that stuff, there's a weird noise. And what I'm guessing is the power core or power generator for their building or whatever, or that the edifice. And nothing said of that. So get to this scene, right? And fire occurs, right? But the funny thing is, when you get to the actual coven, nobody's burnt. The only reason that they are dead because they were bludgeoned by like rocks. You know what I'm saying? So that begs the question, what did the Jedi really do? What, or more intently, what did Soul do? Because he ends up at the end, quote unquote, saving
he just
saving
so
Osha. Happened to be there. Because we have like our classic Star Wars thing where there is an open space and a small type bridge or walkway, and it's split in the middle. And like, Osha's like, yo.
She's like, yo, where's everybody? She was like, yo, Mama and them are dead. And she was like, well, what did you do? She's like, no, what did you do? I was like, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. I'm like, hold on, Mae. You the little psychopath here. Why did you say you
for
the
real
psychopath
though? Yeah, you the crazy one.
Why you say what did she do? Like, you just tried to kill her. And next thing you know, the bridge collapsed. Mae falls to what is presumed her death. Soul was able to catch Osha. Osha was like, please don't drop me, please don't drop me. And he grabs her, takes her away, and fades to black. I thought it was in an episode, but then it comes back up and you see
her in the ship.
They're on the starship. Osha has her space CPAP machine on. I could I could appreciate that, Rashad.
Yeah. Gotta get some air, you know what I'm saying?
Got a space CPAP machine on, and she wakes up, mother, and then like, Soul was there like, it's okay, okay. And she was like, yo, you with me, what I'm saying?
He said,
take you to Coruscant.
I'm your daddy now.
I'm gonna make you my Padawan. Basically, I'm gonna make you my Padawan. Call me Pappy.
I'm your daddy now, girl.
I's the Pappy. That's what he basically said to her. She was like, I's the Pappy. And she was like, oh my God, what about Mae? Whatever. He was like, yeah, no. And she was just like, hey, we gotta go back. He says, no.
I ain't going back.
Out of here.
And then we get another cut scene, and we see Mae just in the woods
at
looking
little, like space willow tree.
Yeah. The space wormwood. You know what
I'm
right. So she looks like this is my villain origin story because she looked hot. and then episode is over.
Yeah.
And I saw the episode twice because the first time I was like, man, I was not expecting this.
Yeah.
And then I saw it this morning just to gain some context as to what I wanted to talk about, some of the bigger themes.
Okay.
And like I said, three things I want to talk about. First thing I really want to discuss in regards to them is, we kind of touched on a little bit, is the thread versus the force. Like, I just love the different iterations of how people are manifesting the force, even when it comes to like the father, the son, and the daughter. You know what I'm saying? The world between worlds, the force itself, this thread, the different factions of witches on Dathomir. Like, just seeing how everybody has their own interpretation of this one particular thing.
And what does that sound like, Rashad?
Sounds like our world, you know what I'm saying?
And it sounds like religion.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to be, if you want to be honest, it sounds like Christianity, because there are a lot of different factions and denominations of this same core belief system. So, yeah, and I just really like appreciated them expanding on what the quote unquote force is and or isn't, and how people use it differently to tap into the same source. But we're not like, like you said, we just pull at it, and when you pull the thread, things change. You know what I'm saying? Or because you know how Jedi want to basically barbarian and manhandle the force and wield it to their power, to give them power.
Yeah. One point that I want to make up, well, not make up, but discuss real quick,
Cool.
is when we find out when Mother Corley tells her, like, hey, what if the Jedi find out how you created them? And the first thing I said to myself was, she created them through the Force. Is this the text or the information that Palpatine got to create Anakin Skywalker? Because in the comics, it's kind of in the new Marvel comics that came out over the last like 10 years or so, it kind of confirmed that Palpatine created Anakin using, you know what I'm saying, using the Force. It won't like he went to what's her name, and her stomach, and it came there, but he was creating you know what I'm saying, a being from the Force, and through the Force it wielded into Shmi Skywalker. And I was like, could this be the text that, you know, that Darth Plagueis had, and he kind of shared with, you know, Palpatine about, hey, this probably has happened before. Man, this is like 100-something years before whatever. So I said, could this be the catalyst of that, to, you know what I'm saying, to where we, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of like a tie-in into the Skywalker saga of Star Wars.
No, that's a good thought. Also, I want to talk about Idiots Online real quick. There's a lot of people who are upset about the whole notion that this doesn't make Anakin special anymore. And I want to be very clear with what I say. Just because Anakin was quote unquote birthed from the Force, that doesn't discredit nor does it diminish his story and his storyline. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go just off of just talking about Star Wars as a whole, he was quote unquote the chosen one.
It was a prophecy about him. What are we doing?
The prophecy was fulfilled. He did end up bringing balance to the Force, even if it wasn't through him, it was through his kids. You know what I'm saying? And his death actually brought balance to the Force. And for some reason, y'all redeemed that bastard. So, like, I think there is enough there to say, hey, that dude was special. And he was the most powerful Force user ever. How much more special do you want a man to be? On the other, hold on, if I forget, on the other end of that spectrum, I need people to really recognize that this black witch can make her little black twins, and they can also be made from the Force of the thread too. And it's okay. And it's a different story. And I need you, and it doesn't diminish Anakin and his and his whiteness and you guys white savior at all. Like that's it really doesn't. We have to be secure
Mm-hmm.
in who we are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this don't really define you as a person, this story. I mean, and sometimes and maybe it does,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't trample on this and then people who created this and be like, oh, this breaks lore. It doesn't break lore. And even your example, it actually amplifies lore.
Mm-hmm.
So I need people to really get a grip because like they acting very,
Yeah. So I didn't.
very
Yeah.
you know, the woke mob
Yeah.
is gonna,
Like
you know what I'm
it,
saying? Like
because it's wild for me because I didn't see it. I know a lot of people saw it last night when it came out, whatever last
mhm.
night and stuff. So look, I wake up at ass o'clock in the morning, so of course I didn't see it until literally like probably 30 minutes before we started recording. And but throughout the day, I was seeing little stuff on social media. Not no spoiler, but people just like acting like it's this. Like they were actually. I was like, damn, was this episode horrible? You know what I'm saying? Was this episode horrible or something like that? Like what's what I'm saying? What's really good here? And it's like you said, it doesn't take away. And I mean, listen, we love this. Look, the Skywalker saga is what got us here. You know what I'm saying? What got us to this point. We love the Skywalker saga for what it was. But the Skywalker saga was about Anakin. It wasn't about Luke. It was 100% about Anakin. This right here has nothing, not directly, but nothing really directly to go with that goes against the Skywalker saga or whatever. Yeah, Anakin was still the chosen one or whatever. Another misconstruction about that saga as well is with Return of the Jedi. People's like, oh, it's because Luke returned the Jedi. No, the Return of the Jedi was Anakin because he returned to the Jedi at the end to becoming a Jedi at the end before he became, saying died after, saying Vader. It was all about him. And then even the prequels wasn't really about him. It was a continuation of about really. I mean, they went all over the place, but I guess they tried to make it about Palpatine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which is connected to Anakin Skywalker, man. And come on, man, like folks, as I always say, whenever these Star Wars shows come out, and quote unquote people who love the OG series or whatever, yo, be effing happy that we have content and we got content that can be explored. I didn't see y'all having a problem in the 90s and stuff like that when they had the expanded universe stuff that really won't that was not canon at all. It wasn't from our Lord and Savior George Lucas. It won't canon at all or whatever.
uh
So just relax. We got new content and we're getting stuff that's dealing with a part of Star Wars that we've never really dealt with. I know they have some of the books that came out over the last few years of the High Republic and stuff, but hey, relax. It's okay.
yeah, I just want to let y'all know as I transition to the next point. Um Racism and being racist and hold on to racist ideologies actually hurts you all
Mm-hmm.
as well. Not
Mm-hmm.
just not just us, people who are, people black or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
race, creed, color, ethnicity, sexual orientation. Like it hurts y'all too. Y'all don't recognize it, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, next point I want to get to, number two. And this is a quote from Mother Coral. She said to Mother Anicia, twins are not normal children. And the first thing I thought about was Luke and Leia. That's the first thing I thought about. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, they wasn't normal children. They was so abnormal that they kissed like they was like they was like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were. I'm sorry, I just shouldn't say that. But yeah, we know George didn't know where we know George didn't know where he was going at that point. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
they weren't normal children either. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because they were basically born from the seat of the force, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. And both of them had the force, and both of them used the force in very different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciated that. And then with them, you saw how they wasn't normal kids either. Like they I guess I'm not sure because it didn't establish this how early people start using the thread,
Mm-hmm.
or how early they are, like, introduced into the coven. But either way, they was like 8, 9 years old
Yeah.
and already being, what I'm saying, initiated into the gang. And I was like, man, like, because even everybody was looking at them like, yo, y'all, and y'all not normal. People who
Mm-hmm.
was paramedics early, not, nah, y'all are the only kids here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And through that special situation, we see how we have now in present day in this time two force users who are on diametrically opposing sides. And I really wish I hope they like explore that some more.
Could that also be tied into the sequel series as well, as far as a dyad in the Force? Oh,
It could be
am I cooking today, Rashad?
just a little bit. Like
Just a little.
it could be, because I'm saying, especially if you had two people like in the force that are always linked together. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
That, and even because like even though they're not like quote unquote twins, they're still kind of like twins in the force.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just you know what I'm saying, Palpatine talking to them via Snoke too. So it's like there is a like a odd connection there as well. Like yeah, that could definitely be like a force dyad.
Question. I couldn't really tell. Those two, they weren't identical twins, were they? They were, because they look. I said
They
either they
they were
were.
very close.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
like the May is like a was like a little bit bigger than Osha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they,
And May face kind of. I'm not trying to be mean nothing. Her nose is slightly
yeah, it
wider
was. She
than
had like a
Osha.
more fuller face.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
But they were like I know a set of twins. Like one is like a little bit shorter than the other one, but they like
Mm-hmm.
still look identical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's weird. Anyway, but it's yeah. I really hope that they explore that some more. And
Mm-hmm.
the last thing I really want to talk about,
Okay.
and this has been an ongoing theme, man, with us on here on the channel. You know, so make sure you guys like and subscribe. The Jedi are trash. Like, this episode here really explains to you the lengths that they went to find kids to
Mm-hmm.
join their cult. It's yo, they
And
went
it
they
and then too, it was backed by the government. Remember what she said?
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
backed by
you
the Republic.
like
Yeah.
like we are legally bound to do this. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So to me, like it really felt like basically like state sanctioned kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna spin it to where, like, look, yo, your child is special. You can't do nothing with him. We got him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, we're gonna recruit your kid for the army right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like finding like a soccer star or football star at like 8 years old, and then you sign them to the football club, and they're just with you forever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's really what this is, man.
Or else how they do it over in Europe with like they send them like the basketball school, like Luca.
Yeah,
Luca,
yeah, yeah,
Luca
yeah,
Doncic was a professional at like 12, 14 years old.
yeah,
He's been
yeah.
playing grown ass men over there since he was like 16. He was like the MVP of the league at like 17, 18 years old.
In like
And I know it,
college, never mind
yeah,
that, man. Go
it,
play for real.
yeah. And what was crazy was too how, like you said, giving back that predator vibes, how Soul was like, hey, I know you're scared. I know you are. He says, I was 4 years old when I
I was
went with a jet. I was four. And she was like, four?
4.
4 years? He said, I've been with them since I was four. He said, I know you don't want to leave your family, but what do you want to do?
Now also he said so many other more, like it's thousands more like
Right,
us.
it's thousands of
She said it's
it's
thousands
thousand
of
more
kids
kids.
there.
Yeah.
And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, count me in. I hate my sister and these witches. Get me out of here.
Yeah. Because she was like, yeah,
Nah, yo.
my sister's always trying to kill and destroy something. You saw that you saw in the beginning with the butterfly when she was like, stop me. She's like, mate, why are you always trying to do stuff like that? And she's
why
like,
you,
what?
why are you so angry?
Why are you so angry? She's like, what? She said, I'm living that witch life, son. That's what I wrote.
No, man,
Oh,
for real, because she was not playing on games or with nothing. Like, and the Jedi, man, like was
Yeah.
trash. Like especially, I love how they're making Carrie Moss character like a trash character
Oh yeah.
because we see how even when she fought on May, she was like I really want to fight, but like I understand why you mad. You feel
And
me?
she and now that we see that May had that spiral thing from the beginning, she knew that was May. Remember,
Oh, she definitely she
because
clocked that.
at first we thought she thought it was Osha, but when
Nah.
she lifted her braids back and saw that, she's like, you,
Oh shit.
that was you, like you survived that, little girl, okay,
Like
so
you done came back from the dead, yo. Like,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. That's a good catch too. Like, I really like the Jedi, man. Like, the more and more like we see like how they was really moving,
Mm-hmm.
the less and less that you have to understand. Like,
Now you understand Anakin. The Jedi are evil from my point
our
of
point
view.
of view, the Jedi are evil. Yeah, and
Yeah,
like when I watched that 20 years ago, it was like, man, that's crazy. But like now
yeah,
it's like,
uh-huh,
from my point of view too,
yeah. I mean,
he's not wrong. Well,
right,
Palpatine was even more evil, but like
yeah,
on as a whole,
uh-huh,
yo,
yeah,
it's like man, like that's really they was really just taking
yeah.
kids.
And then also too, you kind of see you. I think it kind of leads into you see where Osha got her little technical training from. She got it from Jedi Chewbacca.
Yeah. Definitely lay some seeds there. I said, oh,
Yeah,
you
lay
like,
some
oh, that's why
seeds
you like the
there.
mechanics. I guess I
Mm-hmm.
see them seeds y'all planting. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, that whole thing right there, man, like
I'm gonna
with
say
the
Jedi
Jedi.
Chewbacca for this name, but
Yeah, his name is Count Naka. It's okay.
Kanaka
What's
Jedi
sorry, Jedi Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
The way that they set that up and how they also showed them like really being just trash. They lied
Mm-hmm.
about how they came in. They
Mm-hmm.
lied about them being there. They was
Mm-hmm.
basically lying to the witches. Like they was lying the entire time just to get them kids.
And it shows us too that they altered some stuff where we don't know yet
like
what
like
happened.
like I was saying, because the
Yeah.
place didn't burn down. You can't
Mm-hmm.
burn down a stone interior like that.
Yeah.
This is gonna take way longer. And
Yeah.
then we didn't see this wasn't like Harrenhal and
Yeah.
and Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they showed them being bludgeoned by rocks and
Yeah.
stone. So I was like,
And
man,
it's a reason Jedi Master uh Jedi Master Tommen daggone willingly took that poison because he know what they did or whatever. He
yeah.
went to suspended animation he went to suspended animation meditation for a decade for a reason that, you know what I'm saying, to atone for something. And then when he was like, yo, I was waiting for you. All right, yo, just give me this. Yeah, you're right. I can't have this on my spirit anymore, on my force spirit anymore. What this happened? He willingly took that damn poison or
Yeah,
whatever, and
yeah.
I
Thanks for
cannot
taking me out
wait.
of my misery.
Yeah, I cannot wait to, like I said, I can't wait to find out what really happened for, you know what I'm saying, this to happen, because May saw some stuff. We're gonna say that May saw something
Yo.
that Osha didn't, and then to go back to, I can't wait to find out who that dark side wielder, who her master is. Um, some signs are pointing to, I think it might be Soul, but I think it might be Soul, or yeah, I'm thinking it might be Soul, but
That's
that would
That's a
be
that's a theory, boy. That would be yo. If they pull that twist, like that'd be very ballsy of them. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That'd be
Yeah.
very interesting because like it feels like it has to be somebody. I mean,
It
I
has to be
don't
somebody that
know.
knows. It has to be somebody that knows exactly the situation. Maybe we haven't seen it yet. Because you
That
think
is
about it like this: they said that nobody knew that Osha had a sister except for those
yeah.
four Jedi, and everybody was like, "What you mean she got a? What you mean she got a sister?" It's like, "Oh, that's been erased from the archives. Jedi Masters are the only ones that can get into the archives."
So
That's all I'm saying.
you
And
already know.
he has a certain affinity for Soul. For my a little too much for my liking to just be a Jedi Padawan type thing, because you don't really see Jedi masters and their Padawans or future Padawans embracing and hugging and showing that much attention the way Soul has shown, you know what I'm saying, has shown her. And I wouldn't be surprised, and this is how I think they could set it up. After Osha was like, yeah, this ain't for me, or whatever, I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of fell to the dark side. He went back to that planet, found Mae. Mae don't even know that's him, because remember they said even your master has hid himself from you, or whatever, and he's trained her in the way, or whatever.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
I doubt they do it, but that would be dope.
Yeah.
Man, that's a theory, Tony. That's a theory.
We'll see.
We will see, man. But that's really all we got for this one, man. We appreciate y'all. Next time we're gonna see you guys.
One more thing too, I think it's kind of sweet too. I'm sorry, I mean,
go ahead. No, you good.
Not dealing with the episode itself, but God, the actor that plays Saul, I want to get his name correct because I did like him in Squid Games and everything. Lee Jung Jae, or whatever. I didn't know this. I saw this. He learned English to play this role. The man didn't speak any English at all.
In 4 months.
He learned English in 4 months to play this role. Also.
And he's doing good. Not like he's doing good for English. No, he's doing good for anybody who has English as a second language.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's going to probably open up some more doors for him too.
Yeah.
For US Hollywood, for him to do that. Also, one more thing, Rashad.
You're fine.
Y'all haven't checked the Jimmy Fallon episode with Amanda Sandberg. I didn't know, and I think Rashad didn't know.
I did not know.
This girl can play the violin, and they actually had her playing the Star Wars Tatooine theme with the Roots band. And she sounded amazing, and she played it like in a Star Wars way. And then she even played it like in a fiddling country, style way. I mean, she really sounds good playing. If you get a chance, YouTube it. It was awesome, and it put us, being a Star Wars person. One thing about me and Rashad, we love Star Wars for the lore and stories and everything, but me and Rashad are music people, man. We play instruments and stuff in the band. John Williams, all praise him. Some of the best soundtrack and music of, of our life.
He's the greatest 20th century conductor, composer, arranger, period. Maybe him and like Quincy Jones. But yeah, other than that, man, we appreciate y'all. We will see you all next Monday. We will switch over and turn into the Westeros for the people and go over our episode 1 of House of the Dragon season 2. A Son for a Son. Oh man, we cannot wait. If you're not locked in, man, y'all gotta get locked in. It's about to be so ignorant.
Oh, shout out to Game of Thrones, like an HBO media team are really hyping this.
Oh yes, they are doing they've doing a good job with this rollout.
They've AI generated like flags. The whole thing is, saying choose your banner. Your side.
Green or black.
Greens or blacks. They've done like banners over the Brooklyn Bridge,
and the Manhattan Bridge.
Bridge. Oh my god, the Empire State Building, and then even places in other parts around the country. And then they got like a website where you can scan your face, and they'll put you choose the side you want, and they'll make you look Game of Thronesian, So yeah, man, I mean, I 2 years in the making. I can't wait.
Trying to maintain my composure. But yeah, we will see you guys Monday, 7 p.m, man. Until next time.